This is the important part of the equation. You are not just starting any old business. You are starting a business that takes advantage of a huge, very little incorporated wealth building principle called incorporating the efforts of other people. You probably taught to 30, 40, 50 people that first month, right? So that was your efforts. You helped those 5 go out there and taught to 30, 40, 50 people to get their 5. Again, your efforts. You're also assisting to make sure that it stays in motion. So for 90 days, who put a lot of effort out? Were you falling asleep? Who put a lot of effort out? You did. But in the 4th month, is it safe to say that you probably don't know most of those 125? But because you established a strong example, what are those 125 being taught? What are they being taught? Don't say same thing. What are they being taught to do? These people were taught to help them, and these people were taught to go get what? At least 5. They all got offered free energy. They all got offered $1,300. They all got offered, but they were told you've got to at least get 5, right? Well, what's 5 times 125? And over here with this little group, what's 25 times 5? 125. So now each group has 156 customers. 156 customers. You have 5 teams with more than 100 customers, which means you now hold the position of what? Area director. Which means you have also surpassed a position called senior director. And as a senior director, we pay you a $2,500 bonus. Because you earned it within 120 days, we double it. What's 2,500 plus 2,500? $5,000 plus 4,100? $9,100. Are you rich? Should you quit your job? But how much work did you do in that 4th month, honestly? You might have been involved a little bit, but for the most part, were you more like in an overseeing capacity, kind of a supervisory role? And you got an extra $5,000. So who likes the idea of incorporating the efforts of other people? It's a 1-question IQ test. If you don't raise your hand, you're in the wrong room. You need to be at IHOP. Because I'm going to get hungry later and I'll let you wait on me. And then you can get paid for your efforts. How's that? Incorporating the efforts of other people is how you get ahead. When you get paid for only your efforts, you are trapped. And this is the lie. Even the highest paying occupations, for the most part, you're trapped. Who knows a successful attorney or doctor or accountant or whatever? They make a lot of money when they're what? Working. Talk to a brain surgeon. You make a lot of money for doing what? Brain surgery. But take a month off and go to Cancun. Don't do any surgeries. Guess how much money you will earn? Nothing. You could be smart and bring another doctor or 2 into your practice while you're gone, but guess what you have to do? You have to pay them. And you have to take on more insurance and liability in case they mess up. Who likes the idea of I didn't pay anything, I don't have to pay anyone, and they make me more money? That's why we do this. That's why we do this. Is it starting to make sense why you should choose North American Power over XYZ energy supplier? Yes. If we sent you $9,100 in 4 months, would that cover your electric bill? Yes. For the year? Yes. Or 2? Yes. If you have a $300 a month electric bill, times 12, how much is that? $3,600. Times 2? 70. We've paid your electric bill for 2 years. Oh, I don't know if the rate's any good. Shut up. Do you understand that? Seriously. If you stay focused on the rates, you can stay broke. If you think like an entrepreneur and you expand your scope of understanding, you can actually become financially independent and potentially wealthy. But I'm saying that's not even wealthy. That's just smarter than a dumb consumer. It's allowing a recurring debt to become an income-producing asset. Because what is the bill here? It's your qualification for business. You were going to pay it anyway. Now when you pay it, it provides real value. Does that make sense? But someone said it's still not enough, it's not enough money. You're right, it's not enough money. I will show you some more money. Watch this. Without doing more work. Because here's the question. Yes, I'm very handy.
Yeah, that was handy.
You have set a good example, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
You have invested the time to make sure your business was running the right way. Now, 625 customers joined North American Power, bought into the concept. What are they hoping to achieve? Free energy. $1,300. At least $200 or $300 their first month, right? So that's what their goals are. That's what they're shooting for. But what do we know for a fact they can do with a little help? 5. So in the 5th month, 625, each getting 5. 3,125. And I pause here for a second because this is where people start to go, oh, that'll never happen. That's so many people. I've seen that stuff before. How much work does any one person do? It's not a trick question. How much work does any one person do?
A little.
A little. What are we asking each person to do?
Get 5.
Get 5 and help. You already forgot. And help them get their 5. Once you start saying get 5 and then shut down, you will fail. Why do I never ever fail to say and help them to get 5? Because I'm technically competent. I know what happens when you don't cross the right wires. Right? Get your 5 and that's what everyone is being taught to do. And that's what everyone can do given the right incentive. Now, you've already earned $9,000, right? So what's the incentive for all these people to get their 5? What are these 5 people looking for?
5.
See, they already got their $4 grand. They're looking for the other 5. These 25 are looking to get their 4. Do you get the message here?
Yes.
See, unlike other networks where at this point everyone's complaining that they lost $500, it doesn't work. My friends won't call me back. I'm not invited to anyone's house anymore. Yes or no? Isn't that what happens when people get involved in network marketing opportunities? Unlike all that, you're telling everybody it works. I made $9,000. They're saying, he's right. I made $4,000. What are these people saying? Let's get our 5 because I want my 4. Yes or no?
Yes.
You get 30 people helping to go out there and keep everyone stimulated. You can't do it by yourself. But they got a taste and they got a taste. You guys get that?
Yes.
So these people all have help and incentive and motivation and stimulation and inspiration to make sure they get their 5. They just want $100. That's all they want. I told you guys, if you don't have fun doing this, you're doing it wrong. So these 3,125 customers come into the business. Why did they choose North American Power? Because they need money. They need money. They said, don't pay me to refer, show me how to do it. Now when those 3,125 customers come in, you have already earned the position of area director, haven't you? As an area director, you're entitled to up to $8 for every single customer that comes in. But I'm just going to talk about the Area Director 5. And because I'm ultra conservative, and even though this will not happen, I'm going to pretend that half of them came in underneath another Area Director. Can't happen, but I'm going to pretend it does. Because I like to lowball the numbers, okay? So if you took 5 and said half of them are at $5 and the other half are at Area Director 2, $3, what's the median between 5 plus 3 divided by 2?
4.
Y'all got 4, right? Y'all looking at me. I don't do math, John. What's 3,125 times $4? $12,500. What did you already earn? 91. For a 5-month total of $21,600. Now I'm going to ask you guys a question seriously. Would that be worth the next 5 months of putting some time in?
Yes.
It's your decision. I mean, you decide whether or not it is. But what did it cost you to get started? How much money do you have to pay each month to stay qualified?
20.
You don't have to pay anything, just pay your bill, what you're going to do anyway, right? Did you have to invest some time?
Yes.
I'm going to go, again, I go conservative with the numbers, and I'm going to go high with the effort. We're talking about 5 months. Would you commit to 30 to 60 minutes per day for the next 5 months if it meant $21,000?
Yes.
For real, would you do it?
Yes.
Because you'd have to put a consistent effort. Like I said, I'm way highballing that because you're probably in these last 2 months not investing nearly as much time as you did the first couple of months. But here's what I'm trying to say to you. It's all about risk reward. It's all about value. Now here's the best part. Do you like the idea of incorporating the efforts of other people?
Yes.
Because now I'm going to give you the second most important wealth building principle. It's called residual income. Getting paid when you no longer work.